I said front office, and I was like, okay, guys, we have 180 people coming into the hotel in 2 hours, and we have no rooms for them. I was a kitchen assistant at the age of 14 or 15 at a time in a small village in the Netherlands. And I always say to the delight of my dad. But most of my friends at that time, or my new friends as we just moved house, had hotels, restaurants, and they were working there. And I wanted to have a starting point. I wanted to do the same as they were doing. So I entered the kitchen, who was led by an American executive chef who was living in Holland. And he gave me the opportunity at that time to just start washing the dishes, making salads, baking French fries, and cleaning up. That was pretty much the start. And after 2 years, I became sous chef. And on the days he wasn't there, I was running the kitchen next to my college. What we're looking for in the industry, and I think I can talk for a lot of leaders with me, is we're looking for people in our teams who can take the industry, our hotels, our projects to a next level. And that doesn't mean that I need to come one day and give you a certain title for you to do a certain task. We're really looking for people who are proactive in what they're doing. So I think if you see the opportunity in your working environment, instead of waiting for it or instead of getting a certain title, but you know you can do it, just offer your assistance. Just start somewhere. What I love in general, and it's easy because I started in the hospitality, that's why I ended up in the hospitality. But what I really love is growing people and companies, commercializing them. So if I wasn't doing this in the hospitality, I would be doing exactly the same, just in a different industry. I travel most of the time. I don't have a physical office. I have an office in my house in Spain, I have an office in my house in Italy, but I just use them when I'm at home, and that's pretty much it. I always say the day that I have an office, we have a problem. So what I try to do is, if I'm in Dubai, I'm with my team in Dubai. If I'm in Saudi Arabia, I'm on one of our projects. I try to make a mix between spending time physically on the projects, meeting external people I've never met, either in my life or in that environment. I always try to have B2B meetings and see if there's new opportunities in a certain market. And I always try to take somebody from the team with me. So after I completed my traineeship in Zurich, and this is after Abu Dhabi, I was in Birmingham in the UK. And it was 800 bedroom hotel, so anything could happen. We used to have 1,600 people for breakfast going through the entire building. And we had the largest overbooking I've seen in my life was 180 rooms overbooked, and we didn't know until 2 hours before pretty much the arrival, until the organizer called to say, okay, we're almost on our way, we will be there, is everything ready? And all of a sudden we had GM, sales, events, assistant GM, whatever, in the middle of the lobby. And it was, I was just completing my elevator program for Hilton. So I was 24, I said front office, and I was like, okay guys, we have 180 people coming into the hotel in 2 hours, and we have no rooms for them. So we ended up having to search for 180 rooms in the region, putting together buses, facilitating, and then finding enough people to go onto the bus with them. And they had a big gala event at night with us, and we were totally fine for the gala. It's just we weren't fine for the rooms. We had the doors opened. I still have the feeling till today. The doors opened, all these people, and of course they didn't know yet. So the dramas in the lobby were beyond anything. So we got those guys onto buses. Everybody had to take a bus. And at the end of the day, I was 24, 25. What are you going to do? You're going to explain yourself and excuse yourself. And we had, lots of stuff on the bus that, would make them feel happy and entertained and anything else, but still. So just ended up picking somebody to sing. You know, it's just like, hey guys, you know, I'm very sorry, but let's just make this the best trip you've had. At the end, when we arrive at the other hotel, they're actually laughing and singing, and you know.